Is COVID-19 pandemic going to put an end to paper passport? In this video, we will find out the history of passport, how it started as a royal letter to a microchip in 21st century. We will also look at how paper passport could become a thing of past much earlier than expected, thanks to COVID-19 pandemic. Earliest surviving official document, which could be called as passport, appears in 15th century. In an Act of Parliament in 1414, Henry V, King of England, issued safe conduct documents. The English subjects had to pay for their passports, whereas foreign nationals got it free of charge. From 1540 onwards, the Privy Council started granting travelling papers. By this time, the term passport had come into practice. From 1794, the office of the Secretary of State took control of issuing passports. The Home Office has records of every British passport issued from this time. In 1858, the passport first became a British identity document. The passport were not generally required for international travel until the First World War. The 20th century marked the beginning of modern passport as we see it today. The first modern British passport came out of British Nationality and Status Aliens Act 1914. The passport consisted of a single page, folded into 8 and held together as cardboard cover. It was valid for 2 years. It had a photograph, signature, and a persona description details such as shape of face, complexion, and features. The entry on the last category read something like forehead, broad, nose, large, eyes, small. Some travelers found these descriptions offensive and dehumanizing. As a result, the League of Nations standardized passports. The passports of other countries are on a whole similar to British passports. The paper passport is due for a reboot, having remained unchanged since the 15th century. One of the chief reasons is the COVID-19 pandemic. Linking medical data to passports would help control the spread of disease. It could flag immunization status, enabling the tracking and tracing of COVID-19 in real time and allow for immediate restrictions. Just like England is credited with having invented the first passport, for the first time, people will be able to travel between major European countries and the United Kingdom without showing their passports. A new contactless travel system will allow people to travel simply by scanning their faces. The major difference between this system and others already in place is that passengers are required now to scan their passports at the same time as showing their face. This will not be necessary in the future. Instead of handing over your passport, your face will be scanned. If it matches the image you have already provided with your smartphone, you will be allowed to enter without producing physical documents. In effect, you are carrying a biometric passport. The aim is to speed up boarding, cut queuing times, and importantly reduce contact between staff and passengers to prevent spreading COVID-19. Of course, there are concerns over data protection, personal intrusion, and release of health record to third party. Standards and rules for sharing data across a number of different technology providers are yet to formulate. The priority now is to help people keep safe in a pandemic world. The biometric passport could bring about the end of paper passports using technology to provide a solution for governments who need to reopen international travel and business. Thank you for watching.